Hey, what's up guys, this is Dialer. In this video I will review the smartwatch called CGPAX S28. I got this from gearbest.com. For more info and a link, be sure to check out the video description. Unlike many other smartwatches, the CGPAX S28 has a built-in SIM card and a SD card slot. But still, this watch is incredibly cheap. It also comes with a 450 mAh battery and support a lot of different languages. So first to some main specifications about this device. I will only list the highlights here. To see the full list, please check out the video description. It runs with the MTK6260 with 360 MHz. It has a 1.54 inch touchscreen and the resolution is 240 by 240. It has a phone feature with single SIM, micro SIM. It has a built-in micro SD card slot, built-in phone book, and it can also sync the phone book from the smartphone. You can use your own ringtones, and it has a built-in 450 mAh battery. The standby is 72 hours, talk time 6 hours, and music time 8 hours. It has a built-in micro USB port that support headphones. Also, it has QWERTY keyboard, and I must say the price is only 1/3 of the most other smartwatches out. It supports GSM networks, GSM 850, 900, 1800, 1900 MHz. Let us have a closer look to the design and the physical aspect. Here on the front we have the button here, and this is a kind of a home button. You also notice that we have this brushed finish metal look, and from the temperature I think this is real metal because it's kind of cold when you touch it here. So on the sides we have nothing here. On this side we have here the micro USB port. In the top we have the speaker, and I believe we also have the microphone inside here. So that's pretty nice. As you notice, the screen is pretty dark when you look directly on it, but from the sides it turns a little bit gray, but I think it's okay. Also notice the nice texture here in the wristband, and actually this is made of soft rubber. Feels kind of nice actually. On the back side we have no logo or no branding, nothing. So let's take a look here inside. Overall I think the design is really nice, and it looks a lot like the Gear 2, but this part here doesn't look like the Gear 2, but from the below here, from this side here, you see it looks a lot like the Gear 2 in my opinion. So the next thing I'm going to test is the weight and the size, and I have here my scale here. Let's turn it on and let's see how heavy or light this one is. So it's a 66 gram. Let's check out the battery alone. Take out the battery here and check, and this is 10 gram. So the next thing I'm going to test is the thickness of the watch. I have here my measurement tool on 0. Let's check here in the center of the watch to see how thick it actually is, and we see here 12.72 millimeter. Let's check out the size of the screen here. Let's from corner to corner, and we see here it's 40.96 millimeter. Let us also check the weight of the watch here to see how this is. So here we see 39.32 millimeter. Okay, let us try to boot up the watch to see the boot logo. And here we see the CGPAX logo, and it's really fast to boot up, as you can see here. And also we have here the clock. It's connecting now to my smartphone, and here it will ask if I want to sync the date and the time with my smartphone, and I say yes here, and it will also show me notifications from the smartphone. So here I just say cancel, and as you notice here, the time and the date is synced from the phone directly to the smartwatch. So here on the front we see the telephone, we see the pedometer, and we see the settings. Also here we have the clock, and we have the date and the year and the day. Also you could notice here in the top we have some status icons here. Also in the right corner you see the battery. So that's it for the icons. Also I can show you here, you can swipe down here on the front and you will get something like a notification drawer. Here you can see the notifications, and my SIM card is from Vodafone.de, and here you can also click here and you will have some quick toggles here. You can easily turn down the brightness, activate the flight mode, or turn off the volume. So if I click here, for example, you can see the brightness is changing really quick here, so that's easy to control. And the same with the sound here. You can here disable the sound, enable the sound, so that's really convenient to use. This again, it's really smooth here, as you can see. Okay, so it's not possible here on this watch to change the wallpaper, or I haven't found a way to do it. And this clock here is also just stock. You just have this clock here, and then you have an analog clock like this one here, and unfortunately you can't change that to anything else. It's just these two, but it's okay because they look nice, I think, in my opinion. So if you just can live with these two clocks, this watch is a really nice watch in my opinion. So let me now show you a little from the UI. As you can see here, I can scroll to the side here, and it's really smooth and fast here, as you notice here. Doesn't lag at all, and I'm using the tilt transition here, so you can change this in the settings to cube or swipe and so on, but I think this one looks nice. Also here on the front you can swipe up to get the same, you can swipe down to get the notification, or here when you have the analog clock you can swipe down and you will get here to the timer and the pedometer. Here you can also swipe to see the steps and time, how much fat and heat and so on, so that's nice. Swipe to the side here, we have calendar, multimedia, browser, calculator. Here we have sleep monitor, Bluetooth dialer, remote notifier, Bluetooth, remote capture, quick response, smart search, SIM toolkit. And here we have the dialer, call log, phone book, messaging, looking phone, audio player, profiles and settings, FM radio, pedometer, alarm, file manager. So I think that's it. And if you click on this front button, you can always turn off the display, turn it on. And of course if you hold this, it will turn off the device. So let's take a look first here in the dialer. Here we have the dialer, and you can see it's really easy to use here and very responsive. When I click here, it works fast and precise. And let's take a look here. If I'm going here into this is the phone book, and you can make different groups here. In the options you can view members, delete members, group settings, phone settings and so on. Here you can also use the storage, if it should store on the SIM or the phone or both. This means that this watch has its own phone book, so you don't need to connect with the smartphone to get your phone book entries. You can just type some numbers and persons directly into the watch here. Check here, go back, and also go here, and here we see I just added the mailbox here, and this is saved into the watch. And let's take a look here in the phone book, and this one will load off from the smartphone. For example, if I go into a contact here, you can see here the number, and you can here edit the numbers and different things here. Okay, and as shown before, this is the pedometer, and this looks like this. So you can start here, and it will begin to count, and when you then move, then you can see here I've made 7 steps now. And here we have the settings. Here we have phone settings, time, date, language. Let me show you the language. Here we have different languages to choose from. Let's go back again. We also have, for example, preferred input mode, smart ABC, small letters or capital letters. You can also choose from T9. Let's go back here again. Time and date, set home city, set the format here. Let's go back again, and let me show you the display settings here. Here you can change the menu page transition. So right now I have tilt. For example, you can set this to wave. So when I go here, it will wave like this. Okay, let's go back again. Phone settings, display, and for example, I can also take space beam. Now you see it's like this. Let me take another one, for example, cube. Here we have, it's like a cube. Also here you can change the screen auto lock, how many seconds. For example, 10 seconds off or 5 minutes. If you set it to off, it will be on all the time, but of course the battery will drain much faster then. Here we have flight mode, handwriting mode. Here you can change the LCD brightness here, backlight. But as you saw from in the beginning, you can also just change this from here from the quick toggles here. And let's take a look here in the notification settings here. Here you can change what you want to be notified about. Call logs, downloads, messaging. We have call settings, network settings here. Connectivity and secure settings, SIM security and phone security. You can restore the settings here, and that's it here in the settings here. Let's go back here again. So let's now take a look here in the apps. First we have the calendar. You can see this is the calendar. Then we have multimedia. You can do sound record or image viewer. For example, sound record here. You can record your own voice, and it's possible here to change in the settings here the audio quality Standard is low. If you set it to high, the quality will be better, and where you want to store it, on the memory card or the phone. You can see the list of the recordings. For example, I will test this now. Hello, this is a test. Hello, this is a test. Go back again, image viewer. Here you can see the image. You also have some options here. And you can also change here the browse style, list or matrix style. So then we also have the browser, and here you can set different settings. Unfortunately, the browser only works through the data on the SIM card. There is no Wi-Fi on this watch here, so it was never meant that you should browse on the net with this watch here. And actually, I also think the screen is too small for such a thing. So I would recommend just to use the phone if you want to browse the internet. Not use this watch here, because it was never built for such a thing. Then we have the calculator here, and you can see 1, 2, 3 works perfectly. Like this, clear, back. Let's go to the next page. Here we have the sleep monitor, and here you can record your sleep quality. We have here something called a Bluetooth dialer. You can see with what device you are connected. Remote notifier here, the notifications from the smartphone will send if you have email, SMS and so on. You can delete, block and so on here. And for example, if you get a notification from the smartwatch here, you can see like this, and you can see view, Bluetooth here, if you want the watch to be found by another Bluetooth device. Next, we have the remote camera, and let me show the remote camera here. So here we see the camera, and as you can see, it's very choppy here, but it will work. So if I, for example, hold it here, my phone here, you can see it's from the phone. So here I can capture, for example, here. And it will capture the picture on the phone here. So that's how that works. And then we also have the smart search. Inside here you can search for all kind of stuff here. You can see here, for example, SMS, MMS, and you can save it. You can search for a call. And here you have QR code. You have to scan this with the smartphone with a QR app, and then you can download the app to the phone. You have to do this because then you have more features. When you download the app via the QR code here, you will get the app called here Bluetooth notification. Let me open up, and the app looks like this. We see here accessibility settings. You have to turn on here and allow this app, and we have the notification service and the apps. You can choose here which apps should notify you on the watch. Here you can enable or disable system apps or personal apps. You can also block apps if you want, SMS service, call service. And here, looking watch, if you want to find the watch from the phone. So now the watch is calling. So this works fine. And then we also have here something called SIM toolkit. On this page we have the dialer. Take a look. I already showed this in the beginning. Go back, and we have the phone book. I already showed these two in the beginning. We have call logs, missed call, dialed calls, received calls, all calls. We have messaging. Here you can directly write a message. It could be, for example, hello, like this. And to swipe down the keyboard, you just swipe here in the middle. And then I say here, send, add from phone book, choose me here, send. And here it will ask if I want to send from local, meaning the SIM card inside the watch, or send by Bluetooth, meaning the smartphone. So I say send by local here, sending. And here you see I received the message, hello. So I also received the message here on the phone, the smartphone. And here on the watch I can view, hello. And also I can reply directly here. So it's possible to reply back to SMS you receive on the watch. Let's go back here. Also, of course, you can see your inbox, draft and outbox, send messages and so on. And here the inbox, and you have an inbox on the watch and an inbox on the phone. Let's go to the next, and here we have the looking phone. So let's try this. And the phone has been found here. Cancel the bell ring. So this works fine. We have anti-lost. You can activate this. So this means if you, for example, misplaced your phone and you are going away, you forgot the phone, then it will remind you that you have lost your phone, because when you're going more than, for example, 5-10 meters away from the phone, it will begin to vibrate or ring, and that way you know that maybe you lost your phone. And also we have something here called sedentary reminder. You can put this on off. Then we have the profiles, and here in profiles you can change the volume to silent or meeting. And let's take a look here in general. In the options you can activate, reset, customize. Here you can set different alert types here. So for example, if you only want it to vibrate only, you can set that. And here you have ring type, it should repeat. And here's an interesting thing in ringtones. It's interesting because there are different standard ringtones, but you can also select from file and select your own ringtone from the phone or memory card. My music. So here I have set my own ringtone, MP3 ringtone, and you can change the ringtone volume. The message tone, message volume, keypad tone, keypad volume. You can change if it should have a sound by power on, power off, and you can disable or enable the system alert. Let's go back again. Then we also have here the audio player, and this is the audio player. And let's see, we have a local list. So this is music local on the watch. You can of course also stream the music from the smartphone here. Okay, that works. Let's go back here again. Let's go to the next side. We have FM radio, and you have to plug in the earphone to use that. Then we have the pedometer, and I already showed that. We have alarm, You can set different alarms here. See here, you can repeat once, vibrate, and so on. We have the file manager here. So here we have the file manager. Browse the phone, for example here. We also have the memory card here. Here I also have some music here and some photos here. You can play, for example, play a slideshow. Go back. So that's it. Let me scroll through the menus here again. And one thing that you also can do that I didn't mention is that you can hold one of these icons and you can drag them. So if you want to place some of the apps another place, you can do that. You can drag from screen to screen here also if you want. So for example, if you want to have the dialer, the call logs and phone book messaging as the first thing, you can reorder them so they are the first. So that's it for the UI and the software on the watch. I think I covered the most of the things here. So it's also possible to play the music on the phone here and the sound will come out here on the watch. For example, you can also do this with the YouTube videos. You play a YouTube video here on the smartphone and the sound will be streamed out and come through this speaker. I will show here. So to use the headphones here, you connect these on the side here, and right now it's actually playing. Take the headphones here to see if you can hear it. So this was from the headphones here. I would say the sound is not the loudest, but it's okay, you can hear it clearly, and the quality is actually pretty good. So let me now try to do a call. You can set up speed call by just pressing a button here, for example the 2, and then local call, mailbox calling. And here you can of course change settings, volume, sound recorder, hold, and so on. You have the keys here. You have the volume here. Let's go inside here again. Let's go to the options here. And in the bottom here we have phone book settings. Here you can set up speed dial. And if I want to add a new contact, go to add. Write a name here. And here below I can add more numbers, 1, 2, 3. I can add a new number here, 4, 5, 6. Okay, that's maybe a home number, so you can have 2 numbers or 3 numbers even. You can assign speed dial here. And you see here I have a new message on my voicemail, and this comes as a notification here. So let us see here. You see here unread messages 3. Also you can see here there's a notification here on the messaging. Hello? 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 So now to a test call. Hello?
Hello?
Yeah. Can you hear me?
Yeah?
Hello?
Yeah?
Yeah?
Yes, hello? No.
Okay. Bye.
Bye.
So now I have attached the watch to my wrist here, and this is how it looks. And I think it looks really nice actually. It's not too big, and it's also not too small. I think it's in an okay size actually. Fits my hands okay, I think. Let's see, like this. You can see here. I have the analog lock here, and you can see. So we are now in the end of this video, and I will now list some of the main pros and cons that I have found on this device. So the pros are that this is for users who want a cheap standalone watch with SIM and no need for full Android OS. It uses its own SIM tray and SD card slot. It has own phone book. There's no need to sync from a phone. The price is amazing low, 1/3 of other smartwatches. It has a Gear 2 design with a front button, and also headphones for the micro USB port are included. The cons are that this watch is not with full Android, and it only uses its own system OS. There's no GPS, it's not waterproof, there's no VLAN, it's only possible for data via the SIM card, and there's no built-in camera. Only remote camera is possible. But still, I think this watch is pretty nice because it's very cheap. That's it for now. Remember also to check out my blog. You'll find the link in the video description. If you have any questions, please comment below. Give a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel for more. Thanks for watching, and I hope to see you in my next video.